Hi, I'm Lucas Brundra and I'm here with Mrs. Hardman to give you an overview on A-level geography. So, first question is, can you give us a main overview of the whole course?
Yeah, of course I can. So, A-level geography, it's a mixture of physical processes that create landscapes, like here in the UK and beyond, but it's also the actions of humans in that landscape and how our world is changing. We cover social issues, environmental issues, hazards, globalisation, the idea that our world is becoming smaller through social media and the news. We talk about migration, very topical, geopolitics, global governance. We do a lot about a lot. Wide-reaching subject, and it ticks a lot of boxes for a lot of students. You know, there's something in there that everybody finds interesting.
Yeah. And out of all of that, what's your favourite part to teach?
I'm a physical geographer, so we have, but trying to overlap physical and human is quite tricky. I like geography I can touch and I can see. A few years ago, students bought me a water bottle that says Mrs. Hardman on it. Look at that, and I say that a lot. As in, look at that. Look at that, and the amazing landscapes that we see around them, and I think an understanding of what's made those landscapes is what the bit that I really like. I'm just very nosy. I like to know things.
Why do you think students should take A-level geography?
I think it's because we're not just a literacy subject. We're not a maths subject. We are a STEM subject. You know, there's a lot of science. Although we tend to be located geographically in school near to history, we've got far more in common with business studies and science. I think it's that there is something for everybody, really. I think because we are a subject that constantly changes as well, I think it's a relevant subject. So our case studies are updated every single year. There's always something happening that means we learn a little bit more about hazards and we learn a little bit more about global events in the news. And I think when you think about what students find relevant, I think it's that. I think that's certainly what a lot of our students really enjoy.
Yeah. And in terms of GCSE, how does it differ when you make the gap to A-level?
Yeah, obviously there is a jump academically. However, we are here to guide you and to almost metaphorically hold your hands to make that step. We very much have an advantage that most of our students will have studied the same topics that we do, but then equally we have quite a few students who've come from elsewhere, and that they bring a different perspective, and that's nice. Our class sizes are more intimate. We know our students well, and they know us. And I think being able to know what they know. You know, we're a very experienced department. We look after our students. I always say that at the start. We will look after you. Yeah. Don't worry. Come and see us. Come and find us. Always on the end of an email. Yeah. You know where we live, metaphorically. So we take good care of our students, and that's reflected in the enjoyment that I think our students get from the subject, really.
And in terms of students, what have they gone on to do after doing the A-level?
Yeah, so it's an interesting one. When you were talking about doing this podcast, I was thinking back, because I've been teaching for quite some years now, 30 years of teaching. And I think about what the students are doing. So it's a bit of a cliche, but 2 of our ex-students are currently heads of geography at local schools, at New Mills High School and Priestnall High School in Stockport. So, and interestingly, they were in the same A-level class. Yeah. I've got students who've gone to do architecture. So I've got Gemma, who's just about to finish her architecture 7-year degree. I've got Evie, who went to do geography at degree level at University of Northumbria. Then she did MSc in green infrastructure, and now she's working as a design engineer. We get people who've gone through apprenticeships in engineering with Bentley. I think it is that idea that we're not just a science, we are a bit of literacy, but we develop those critical thinking skills. Geographers are highly employable. I'm always, you can pretty much do anything with a geography degree, because we do develop that. There is something for everybody. It really is.
Thanks for that.
No problem at all.